Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project failed?
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it. Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to a boom boom anymore. Think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Is this the filament you're looking for?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
By your old workspace, you mean the studio of Fortress Accident in the doomed commercial area.
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
And where exactly is the off-site copy?
There's this giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. It's there. Don't worry, you can't miss the bear. It's hideous.
I found a note from... Oh, you know what? I know where it is. Okay. Alright, I'll go look for the off-site copy.
Thanks. And here's my Kvalsund multitool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the off-site copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund.
Nice. 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 Can I fast travel from here? No. Okay, okay. Got ourselves a Kvalsund crowbar. Now that's a crowbar. Okay. A little fast traveling.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
That's great.
Inside, You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Find out more about the boots.
Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
Shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's Ellis Kortenaer. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09.
Neonatal care unit.
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminole conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Well, we have to connect him to Crenel's, the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
Well, we have his name and a service record now.
A name. This is very good. Ellis Kortenaer.
He says to himself.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
Nope.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
All right. Nice. Nice.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
I don't think I can do this. Right, physical instruments. Oh, just one. Physical instruments. We have a 3. -1 to all physique passives. Get that. Start working on that, I guess. This is not going to go over well.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Well, I have a 6, which means I need a 9, which means I need a 6 and a 3. Not looking good.
Ice squeaks beneath your Kvalsund multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before, and it's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger.
The ice cream crank?
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
I mean, I've waited a really long time for this to defrost. Been literal days. Don't want to put points into this. But here we go.
This orange machine is dead still. Ice squeaks beneath your Kval, and it's already unplugged.
Putting points into things that do not matter.
This orange machine is dead. Ice squeaks beneath your Kvalsund, and it's already unplugged.
It's happening, folks. It's happening.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker. You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilde as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Well, at least we made a little bit of progress. Only required one save, which I'll probably not even cut out. Just have to live with that particular save scum. I've save scummed twice now in this playthrough. And we might do it again. at the mural. Freaking 20 shivers, man. Are you kidding me?
Yes, what is it?
Not the off-site copy.
Yes?
I brought you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
Gonna happen now.
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
She's already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, ready to close the door.
Wait, no. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Wait, don't put it in. It might be dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing.
What are you even hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out. It's the abyss staring back at you.
Now what?
Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps, and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart.
Just give me a second. I'm almost...
She clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. Oh my god, congratulations!
Thank you.
She yells back with a grin. So where is it? Where is your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
He points at the other end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals, solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Right, I'll go figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
He pats the mainframe.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
We're just going to, a screenshot of that, just in case.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions, nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do it.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Move the... Oh my gosh, which one's the third bowl?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
The third bowl, 2 centimeters to the left. Fourth bowl, 5 centimeters to the right.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental skills.
Right, move the fourth bowl.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
Yes, what is it?
I have moved the bowls. It was mind-numbingly easy. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting into her chapped lip.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah. Nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Isn't it going to be just silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. Right, we should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Why assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Scary, but we just have to face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step back. And then, nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it!
She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Well, at least the world seems to be still alright.
Yeah. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Let me just put on my perception boots. Do I have any other perception? Stuff. Okay. Perception boots. Holds my foot up. Okay, go ahead. I can hear you better now. Haven't you ever be... So you gotta think about this, right? Take your shoe, put it against your ear, and see what you hear. All right? You will hear stuff. It's crazy. It's the void screaming back at you.
Yes, what is it?
All right, I have a 7. So I need a 7. I need a 4 and a 3. This is not great for me, but it's possible. Show me the money.
All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the nights spent drinking. It's the breath of an old man. But there's something else. There has to be something big, something unexpected, something new, yet to be discovered. Ghosts, speak to me. When was the last time this world had anything new to say?
Well, did you hear anything?
Not sure. There seems to be something there, but I couldn't really make it out.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything there.
Her voice is bitter with disappointment.
The lieutenant looks down at the floor, as if to say, you're wasting time here. Maybe the speed freaks can help you with this. Go talk with Andre.
Let's go talk with Andre. Maybe we can get better headphones. The musically inclined people are certainly interested in good headphones.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I want to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
You brought your own water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled, too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What's with all the nosafed?
The what now?
He leans in to hear you better. Point at the bottles of the nasal spray. The Nosafed Ultra. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
Sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Good. Now on to the next thing.
Yes. What?
Hate to tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
It's mixed with a peculiar chemical scent, like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share. However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
All right.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. We have a 16. We have a 7 plus 4, so we just need a 5, a 2, and a 3.
A number of things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure where and how, I fell sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a... Okay, we're not going with that one. I've got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
Points to the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where's his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker, you only have one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
You have no headphones. Wouldn't a cell need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawn them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
That Nosafed is here, that Nosafed, I guess here, or is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
No need for me to pile any more, is there?
No shit.
Una said, you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very unconvincing.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
You're sober. Was it hard for you to keep sober for this meeting?
We don't need drugs to be hardcore. Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Maybe not today, Egg, but you need drugs to get through the days when you're not expecting me.
Climb down from the equestrian monument, cop man. Consciousness is new to the universe. We all have our ways to ease the shock.
Bottom line is, I know.
What exactly is it you know?
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution?
It's not!
So what are we gonna do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing.
Do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment.
Or else...
Else I'll call backup and haul you all off to the pen for starters.
Okay, man, okay.
He raises his hands.
Things are just so hard for an entrepreneur in this city right now. It's not like we lied when we said we want to turn a church into the wickedest club in East Revachol. Because we do! We totally do! We just need to turn it into a speed lab before.
to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
Not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make a living.
This is it. Judgment time.
Get lost.
No, please!
Egghead presses stop on the tape player. In the silence, you can hear the wind howl outside.
There needs to be a club for anodic music in there. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
At a smile, Egghead looks heartbroken and older than you thought he was.
He looks almost as old as you.
We need a win. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Get lost.
Okay.
The would-be leader looks beat.
Pack it up, Egg.
The young man closes his toolbox. You should be glad I'm not even arresting you.
He doesn't even look at you.
Wish we could have turned off the music. Home Chick Slice still out here? I should have talked to her first. Get her headphones. Yep, she's gone. Alright, maybe with this new modifier of there is no crazy music outside anymore, I can hear things.
Yes, what is it?
Those ravers won't be bothering you anymore. I told them to leave because they were planning a drug trade.
You told them to leave? Didn't think the cops in this place had it in them.
Right.
Yes, what is it?
Oh, can I not? Listen in again? Oh, about the
The
whole...
swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
Can I not listen in again? Did I just like fail this quest? Guess I just failed that quest. I failed that quest. That's anticlimactic. Oh well. Back to stumbling around with no direction, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And you know what? That doesn't sound very fun. You know what also doesn't sound very fun? Save scumming. But you know what sounds more fun than running around with no direction, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do? Save scumming. Did I let chat decide anything yet? I've rolled the option a few times. Chat has been very inconclusive on what they actually want. There will be other opportunities, potentially.
The once bright mural towers above you.
All right. Shivers. Okay, strap in, folks. We are going to save scum here because without direction, I have interest in doing other things.
The once bright mural. Suddenly, there's a sigh carried on the molecules around you. moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There is a, That definitely wasn't there before.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
An ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness.
Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And
nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Could we get into the failed building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
The lieutenant pushes aside the reeds and looks around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Yeah, I do have this equipped. It's DC 15, I have 2. Which means even if I put a point into it, I would still need double 6s. Well, we found 2 ways to get in. Maybe there are 3. Climb the ladder or find another way. Surely there's a way inside that's not going to kill me. And surely there's a way inside that doesn't involve another round of saves coming. Holy cow. This isn't going to go over well.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground, and you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
Yeah.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
You know of an alternative way into the building.
Alternative? I don't even have a mainstream way in, I'm afraid, although...
Points over the guardrail to the sewage runoff there.
There's a sewage pipe there. Maybe that does something? Sorry, I can't help more.
You have any advice on how to climb the ladder?
How to climb that ladder, you say? I do know that Lomantangs used sticks to climb battlements. There's even a special technique for that.
Something tells me I'm not going to climb the ladder with Lomanthang sticks.
Then there's also the method of climbing that the ancient Ilmarans used to get into the huts of their enemies.
Yes, but we're not really dealing with the huts here, are we?
From an evolutionary point of view, you could see this building as a logical conclusion to the more traditional hut.
You know this is not what I meant.
In this case, I suggest looking into the Zeolite Invisibles class. The word refers to their remarkable ability to traverse any environment in the most efficient way possible. There's this excellent investigative piece of journalism by...
Okay, I'll look into that then.
Okay, I have some materials at home I could share with you.
I remember there being like some sort of like a storm drain or something around here. I don't remember exactly where it is. Somewhere around here. It's not highlighting. There really does have to be another way to get in. Like, what if I just don't pass this check? Am I just stuck here forever?
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
Alright. Or... save's coming. Alright, well... that's all for the attempts today. No luck. It's 12 o'clock. It's Taco Friday. I'm getting my tacos. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll be back Monday, 7 a.m. Pacific. And we will start the VOD right when I succeed. Because that's how tension is built, right? And we'll just keep save scumming this because what else am I going to do? Anyways, anybody streaming? Nope. Not that I see. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you the next time I see you. Peace. Why'd you do that? Oh, my bad, dog. My bad. I don't know what y'all doing, though. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, that guy just got destroyed. Oh, man.